So we are riding in a little bit older truck today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't break down along the way. This truck is out of service, isn't it?
No.
Isn't this the truck that we use for road testing?
I think so.
Yeah. So we'll at least make it 5-10 miles.
Hopefully.
We can push it otherwise.
Yeah.
Put it in neutral.
Or just leave it on the side of the road, I guess. Hitchhike.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? It's what, 110 today?
Pretty warm.
Yeah. Oh goodness, I forgot to hold my cup. So you were hired through the CDL school, right?
Yes.
That is so exciting. I don't think there's been anybody else that went through our CDL school that we've done a ride on with. Who is your recruiter?
Emily?
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
I really like talking with her, and she kept in touch with me, which is one of the things I looked at when I chose the school. And not to mention, I talked to a number of drivers, and some of them were night drivers, and they're the ones that had nothing but rave reviews about
Really?
night. Yes, and that's another thing that pushed me to go through nights training school.
Does that front end look jiggly to you?
Possibly.
We might lose it.
You let me double check.
Okay, safety first.
Absolutely.
Nothing? We're just making sure the thing's latched.
Yeah, it is shaking quite a bit. Just a second. Let me double check that.
With the Volvo, everything's
I thought that was a freight shaker. Isn't that what they call them? Freightliners?
Freight shakers.
This road is really bumpy though. Ridden in a truck with a moonroof before, Steve. Because the sun like blinds me.
No.
Was it secure?
This looks pretty secure. I wiggled it around and...
Safety first, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me more. So Emily was your recruiter.
Yes.
But you did some research, of course, before you decided which CDL school to come with.
I did.
Who did you talk to? Like, how did you cross paths with different drivers if you weren't in the industry yet?
Well, I was working in the Midland, Odessa area, selling and delivering Red Bull. And a lot of the places I would deliver to were truck stops. And I would come into contact with a lot of truck drivers, and I would talk to them about their experience, you know, and what they recommended, and so on and so forth. And overwhelmingly, I got a lot of good responses from night drivers.
That's so cool. What made you want to get out of the distribution or sales of Red Bull?
Kind of looking to get out of the middle of this area, one thing, and something different. What I would do, I'd see new places, meet new people, things like that.
Had you been doing it for a while?
Driving?
No, with Red Bull?
I was there for almost a year.
Oh, okay. So not that long. That's really cool. So what types of things did other drivers talk about for the night name?
Oh, for the night name, they said they work with you in the home time. They also talked about recognition, you know, for a job well done, and incentives, things of that nature. And I say it seems like a good company to go with. I did talk to other drivers from other companies, and one of the primarily, I guess, reasons why they don't care for their company is because of time off. They make them go all the way around the country before they get them home, you know, when they want to be home with family and things.
Yeah.
So
was it Well, so it was more the culture
Yes.
that sold you, not necessarily. Well, the home time
Home time, yes.
and the pay. Did you hear a lot about the pay, or did that not come till Emily was
It
introduced?
didn't really come into mind because I knew this is probably I've been thinking about doing this for many years, since around 2008 or so.
Yeah.
But I just never put that much emphasis on getting into the industry. And when I decided to finally, you know what, it's now or never, and so a little bit of research, and then I left. I left my employer and came to Knight.
That's so awesome. And you've been here for
9 weeks now?
9 weeks. So you went through the orientation
Yes.
in Denver. Is that where you said?
No, not Denver.
That was
Orientation was actually in El Paso.
in El Paso. Okay.
But when I did go through the school over here,
Yeah.
I was here for the school for 3 weeks, and a shout out to all the trainers at the Squire training school. They're all helpful. They always had good. They relayed their experience, tell us things to watch out for, things of that nature, and I just felt like, that I was one of the family, and just felt like I had someone to fall back on if I needed to.
So you were here for here in Phoenix for CDL school for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Who was your favorite instructor at CDL school?
Joe, I think.
Joe Harrop?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. He's got a lot of years of experience, and he just seems to be a good guy to work with.
Yeah.
So I really like
He's awesome.
him. Yeah, but of
He's
course.
gonna teach me how to back
Okay.
in the lot though. Yeah, I'm not allowed to drive on the road
Sure.
just yet.
That'll be a fun experience.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It was so much fun. Yeah. Apparently, I'm good at skee ball.
You're good at skee ball.
Good at skee ball.
Good at racing.
Albert is good at
I don't know how do we run it
Basketball, free throws.
Matt is good at racing.
And you're good at
Racing.
So after you complete your CDL school,
Yes.
then you go out with the trainer for 4 weeks, right?
I did. The first week I went out with a guy named Adon, and he was a dedicated driver out of El Paso. And we drove from El Paso to Odessa to San Antonio. Then we went to Dallas, and then back to Odessa, and then to El Paso.
Oh, okay.
Then
That's interesting.
that was just for 1 week, and the last 3 weeks were with Lucio, and we were pretty much all over the western seaboard.
Okay.
From here all the way up to Washington and then down again.
Yeah. So you got a taste of, I'm going to say local, even though it's not that local, because you were just sticking to the state of Texas. And then you did an over-the-road, like regional deal.
Right,
That's
yes.
really cool.
And that was a really great experience to see both sides, a dedicated and
Exactly.
also over the road.
What are some of the differences that you noticed?
Well, the dedicated was, you hit the same cities every day, which was okay, I guess, for the first week.
Was it home daily?
No.
Oh,
We were on the road for a whole week, and then Adon had the weekends off.
Oh.
Because that's just his route to deliver to a dedicated company. But then with
What company is it?
that was with Family Dollar.
Okay. Is that a driver assist? Like you have to help unload them?
Yes.
How was that?
It was interesting because every store was a little bit different. Sometimes you had some help, sometimes you didn't have that much help at all. And but it was an enjoyable experience, you know, helping them out.
Good workout?
I'm sorry?
Good workout?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Helping unload a whole trailer of boxes in the middle of the summer.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, even when you were doing it, it was summer, it was hot. Still.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty warm.
You don't have to go to the gym then.
Well,
Yeah?
if I would do that all the time, no, I wouldn't have to, but nowadays I have to.
Is there any bit of feedback or anything that you'd like to share with anybody who's thinking about
becoming a driver?
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted.
Do your research, but I think once you go through the Squire training program at night, I think you'll see that the staff and the training is, you know, like no other. I think that you'll enjoy the school, you'll get a lot of information, and the driver trainers that they hook you up with are always willing to help you out and practice, especially the backing. And
is that the hardest part, you think?
Yes.
Backing?
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because in the school, you have to do 3 types of backing, straight line, and then we got to do parallel and offsets. And it's not so bad, but when you get out into the real world out here, it's a little bit different. You're not going to have as much room to back up.
Yeah.
You know, and you just have to practice. That's what
Do
you
you
gotta
practice now that you're on your own?
Well, yeah, because especially with there's a lot of warehouses that have limited room, so you have no choice but to stick with it and keep going and keep practicing and just focus on what you need to do. And then there's going to be some times where it's going to be much easier to back up.
Because you'll have enough space to do so.
A lot of space, and sometimes there's some spots where all you have to do is just pull forward and you're right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When we went to the north location, it was I got to meet one of the executives. I can't think of his first name at this point.
Dave?
Dave, maybe I think it was Dave.
Maybe,
and he really welcomed us. He was willing to answer our questions, and I don't think you see that very much at many other trucking companies.
Yeah.
You know?
So we have an open door policy to the extreme. Actually allow anybody to come in and chat with anybody that they want. If you want to have a meeting with Dave, or you want to meet with Keith Knight or Kevin Knight, like you're more than welcome to. I think when Keith and Kevin meet with our new drivers, they always give them their business cards so they can just like keep the communication open.
Yes.
Which I think is so cool. They're such nice guys.
Yeah.
That makes me really
It feels like a very family-oriented type organization, and they're welcoming you, all the new members, as they come along. So yeah, I really liked it. And I think I'm going to be with Knight for a long time.
Aw, that makes me happy.
Do you have any takeaways from riding with Tiffany?
Just that even if you don't want to drive a truck, there's opportunity with Knight to move up and have a good career.
So I think it's really cool that I get to hang out with you guys for the day and just learn about your stories, learn why you chose Knight. I think it's been really cool. And I am happy that I got to beat you guys in skee-ball.
I know, but he kicked your butt in racing, though.
That's for sure.
And he kicked your butt in basketball.
Yes. By so many.
I was like, I was
many.
trying to film it all, but I was like floored the whole time. He only missed like 2 shots out of like 300 or something. Like, wow. But anyhow, thank you guys so much for coming out and doing this. The first time we've ever brought out like more than one driver.
That's good.
It's
we had
good.
fun like playing games and eating lunch.
Yeah, it was.
So thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
we really
thank
do
you.
appreciate
Thank you.
it. Thank you for being part of the family and earning our money. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Okay, sounds good.